It's Thursday in Memphis again, and you know what that means. Jabber Jawn. Join us live on the road from a sweet little burger joint in Asheville as we bring to you live from stage the crazy antics of three young entrepreneurs ready to cash in on this photojournalism gig. We will be in Cincinnati live tonight at 7 o'clock, opening up for the She Devils at a great little club located above a used bookstore. Can't make it? Well, join us tonight in Jersey City as we help usher in the start of a really nice new lounge-themed restaurant featuring period cocktails and music from times past. If you are booked up until 7 and can't travel far, then join us tonight in Santa Fe as we open the show for local multimedia artist Shannon Jesse as she brings to life her visions of Joanna. I know multimedia is not everyone's cup of tea, so join us tonight as we headline a really wonderful charity event in St. Petersburg, benefiting the no-kill animal shelter that so far this year has saved the lives of countless numbers of beautiful cats and dogs. Still haven't found a location that suits your schedule? Then tune in to your favorite online site and catch us performing our magic from Stanton, Virginia, birthplace of my brother. It's all tonight, Jabber Jawn approved and Jabber Jawn produced. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and if you are interested in being a sponsor, just write it and say it. You'd like to be a sponsor, and we'll give you a shout out all about it. See you at 7. Let the doorman know you're on the guest list. Kyle, you always deliver.
Three little frogs sitting on a log. One of them fell in. One frog said,
Where were you born? You were born
Clifton Forge.
Were you born in Stanton?
Two little frogs.
You were born in Clifton Forge?
No,
One of them fell
I was
in.
born in, or heard of
Last
somewhere.
little frog, he
I
said,
was born in Stanton.
good thing they can swing.
Jabber
Jawn.
The Mary Baldwin
Jabber Jawn.
Library was, at that time,
Jabber Jawn.
Really? No way.
Jabber Jawn.
I never heard that.
I never heard that either. I would have assumed.
Three little frogs.
Wait a minute, it was a library too?
I was born in fiction. Short fiction.
What's got into him?
As a teen, he went over to horror.
Check out the history books. I'm not kidding.
Until he's red.
Born
Last
Wait, was it part of the college?
No,
Must have been
no, it
something
was the
I
hospital.
said.
It was the hospital.
But Mary Baldwin was there too?
I don't even know if Mary Baldwin. They probably were. Had buildings up on the hill. But the hospital was down there along the road. That's what I've been told. I can't really remember being in there.
Oh my gosh, why do you gotta tell me this now? Was the Mary Baldwin Library where Mr. Moore was born? Is that what I'll do?
Here we go, boys.
Hey, it worked. And we're live. Welcome. I'm Nathan Moore.
I'm Kyle Hall.
And I'm Steve Moore.
And you're watching Jabber Jawn. So good to have you with us. And we start with an arriving song, end with a leaving song. This is an old song that I've pulled out of the closet and dusted off and repurposed for a new generation here. Originally wrote this for my godson, Quana. And
That's back in the Civil War.
yeah,
So I think it was a great Civil War song.
back when you were being, born in the fiction section of the Mary Baldwin Library. This song started out, it was called Quana. Nowadays it's called Elliot.
Oh,
I think it might be on my new record, Elliot. Just so he has a song on Spotify.
that would be nice.
Elliot smells a flower, goes looking for that flower, wants to be where such a flower grows. So he climbs down his tower, and there's a little shower, but he doesn't mind, it feels good on his toes. He crosses over the river, he crosses over the road, crosses over, walks along the garden road. To the lady he does give her a smile and a nod. He says, I'll bring you back the flower, I suppose. The kind lady looks as strange, but there's no time to explain. He crosses over several other meadows. When he can go no longer, the scent is even stronger, the most beautiful anyone knows. So he lies down in the leaves, to sleep he believes, and dream of boxes with bows. In the morning he sees, awake he believes, that flower growing out of his nose.
Yeah.
True story, true story. And we're in.
All right. Very nice.
It's good to see you guys.
It
Yeah.
is.
How you been, Dad?
Oh, I've been slow.
Slow.
Not doing a whole lot, but been doing all right. I've had some good moments. I was just thinking there when they singing there about my grandson Elliot there that last week you took me to Grandparents' Day at his house at his daycare center,
That was special.
and that was just real special. But it was real special having you there.
Oh,
I really felt good about that, you know. And when we walked in, it was Granddad, but it was Uncle Nathan. You got just as big a hug as I did, and he was playing up to both of us, and it was just real sweet, the whole experience. But, meeting his wonderful teachers and seeing his friends and him, it was great.
what a wonderful operation that all is over
there's
there.
so
Glad to
much-
see the classroom too.
Yeah, you
the
could
whole-
feel the warmth, you feel the love and the energy. That was been one of the more pleasant experiences I've had lately. And wanted to thank you for that.
We just got a video last night of him starting to read.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I think he had Cat down.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting stuff.
It is. What a great time.
Liked how proud the teacher was of the vision he's starting to do.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little
Yeah.
bit of a math
What did
prodigy.
I like
It's
that. She had the term mathlete.
mathlete.
I
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that might help Joe in the future.
Yeah. A little mathlete.
How old is he?
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think of the classroom?
Oh, I loved it.
Like,
Well, we were over in that playroom across the bridge, the old building, and so I didn't really go in. I've been in his classroom, but yeah, they're all real nice.
I walked him back to the classroom
Yeah.
afterwards. I got to see it. It just felt so good. All the little stations they had, and seeing his little cubby with his name on it, with his backpack in there, and all that stuff. It was
Yeah.
just felt good in there.
is it like, they're so modern now, like with the, just the things around and the way the furniture looks sometimes. I don't know what.
This felt really old school in a
Oh,
nice
definitely,
way.
yeah.
It was just finger paint all over the place. And there were no digital stations. It was all
Oh, no.
hands-on.
Good stuff.
Are they like a Montessori or some kind? Do they have a guiding light principle, or is it one of those kinds of schools? I didn't.
Well, Billy and Peggy Vaughn, local people, started it years ago,
Okay.
and the children have carried it on. So it's a family affair, but it's been popular for a long time in my circle.
What's it called again?
Bears and Blankets.
Bears and Blankets.
They're our new sponsor.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though they don't. Yeah.
They just moved to a new spot like 2 years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, they enlarged. They had that one place where we were, and then they bought an insurance building and made that into the classrooms. It's real nice. It's worked out real well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. I guess I don't know if this would be a sponsor, but one of the someone that is a regular watcher of Jabber Jawn in my daily practice is working with some people to raise money for this. Her name is, I got some notes here, Betty Cantor. Do you know this person, Lex? Betty Boards. She's really famous in the Grateful Dead scene from the late 60s, I think, all through the 70s. She was part of the sound team and recorded the Grateful Dead shows, but she had direct access where she was getting direct feeds from the soundboard and creating the most famous, like, pristine mixes of Grateful Dead shows, and is sort of a legend. Yeah. And she got injured recently, and so they're trying to raise money, and in the way our friend describes it, of all the millions of ears her work has graced over the years, if each one of them gives 50 cents, she would be set. And so that's part of the, but she's a fascinating woman to be in that scene back in the day, and great sense of humor, very generous spirit. But the cool thing they're doing is this auction where they're getting people from all over to donate Grateful Dead style memorabilia to an auction that they're having. Betty Board Foundation. If you Google that, you'll be able to find it. And already Magpie, who also watches the show, has made a beautiful tie-dye for the auction, and it's fun just looking at all the cool stuff people have donated. She still works with Chris Robinson for the Black Crowes guy, doing recordings of their live shows. So she's still very active in the scene, which is an incredible history.
I did not know that.
So,
Betty Board's Foundation.
BOARD or?
Yeah, like it's the soundboard.
Okay.
Betty, like if you ask any old deadhead and ask them what a Betty board is, it'll be like that's some of the best recordings of live Grateful Dead shows of all time.
Yeah, those are the bootlegs you want to get.
Those are the ones. Oh, it's a Betty board,
Yeah.
which is such a neat history.
cool. Well, Kyle, what you been up to, son?
Oh my gosh.
Tell us a story about your life. You live, he's pretty amazing. He's always into something.
You are always into something.
I mean, the police cars are down there every night.
I get tired
It's
thinking
crazy.
about what you must be up to out
Yeah,
there.
it's crazy. It's a wild world.
Just want to say thank you, Tech Support, for sharing the link to the Betty Board Foundation on our Discord. That should pop up on the other chats on Facebook. And I didn't change the title, and I doubt we're live on Facebook.
Oh, no.
We're on YouTube. What sound effect you use for that? New Price is Right.
So
Oh man,
what can we do?
I don't know. What should we worry about that?
Well, what good does that do?
Well, I mean, if
If we all worry about it enough, it'll fix it.
I mean, there's the two things I can think of we could do is, which the first one we probably shouldn't do is
Then let's
go
do
off
it.
air and come back on Facebook. The other thing we could do is share the link to the YouTube on Facebook.
You mean after the fact?
No, right now.
Well,
All
why,
right, gentlemen, have at it.
Get your phones out.
Get your phones ready.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I could tag you
All right,
guys.
so we should do a 3-2-1 race. Let's see who can do it the fastest.
What are we going to do?
Who can share the YouTube link on their Facebook
Oh, I don't know.
profile the fastest?
I'm not doing that.
You can take all the time you need. Me and your dad don't have any clue how to do it.
You win.
Luddites.
Exactly.
So sorry about that.
John Dodson says, "Well, if you know, you know. Thursdays at 7."
I mean, come on.
I mean, come on.
I'll do that though. I want I'm about to tell you what the name of. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Well, the name of my last show was like I'm drunk in love, or I'm just my Friday night was a bit of a mess. Drunk and full of love is the name of this. So, ham it up. Drunk and full of love is the name of our show right now. Not Jabber Jawn.
I try not to do both those at the same time. That's never worked well for me.
All right, sorry about that. Posting on Facebook. I'll tag you guys.
So if you're watching on Facebook, come back. We're here now.
I forgot to change the title to Jabber Jawn and forgot to click the button so it would be streamed to Facebook, but we are live now on YouTube. Come hang out with us.
It only missed 17 minutes. I want to get home so I can look up this Betty Board stuff. Like, what kind of stuff are they auctioning?
It's like it's all Grateful Dead themed memorabilia, but from a lot of cool people from the back in the day.
Like actual Grateful Dead stuff, or just people can do like a painting of Garcia or whatever, just anything.
Right,
Okay.
right, exactly. And some people are digging deep from their own personal stash and archives to help Betty out. So it's a really fun collection of stuff. You can there's even one in there to have Betty master one of your own songs.
Oh,
I can't quite afford that one, but I'm a little intrigued. It'd be fun to do that with one of my tunes.
Wow. I shouldn't even mention this since I can't remember the title of it, but I got a Black Crowes CD this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That was when you asked me what my big adventures of the week was. Saturday, woke up, me and Stephanie had plans. We had a long list of fun things we were going to do, and she said, I don't really feel like doing any of this stuff today. And I was like, oh, okay. She wanted to sleep a little bit, so I was like, well, I'm going to just run out and do a little bit of shopping. And she's like, okay. So I go out to Vintage Vinyl where they have a $1 CD sale.
Where is this Vintage Vinyl now?
Up where, you know where Kroger's is? It's
Yeah.
right in that corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go out there, think I'll pick up a couple of CDs for $1. I ended up coming home with 79 CDs.
Dang.
Wait a second.
Good grief.
They were $1 each?
All CDs outside are $1 each.
And 79?
Yeah. I guess nobody in Stanton.
Holy
I guess
moly.
nobody in Stanton likes jazz. They had every jazz CD I've ever wanted. They had Black Crowes. I got. I mean, I can't remember all the stuff I got. Just so much cool stuff.
Amazing.
Really fun. And she said, as they sell them, they have like a certain amount of space. So then once you buy it, they just bring more and just put them out there. So it's a never-ending supply.
How many of the 79 was something that just intrigued you, but you'd never heard of it?
Like 75. Well, the jazz ones I have, probably maybe like 50 of them I just never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
I got this one I can't understand how he did it. I think his name was Jesse Myers. And it was just like some dude, looks like he was sitting in like a paneled basement, tribute to Aretha Franklin. But it was only like 2 songs on it. I was like, who puts out a CD? And the front cover is him sitting in the basement. And, oh, God, now I can't think of what album it is. But one of her albums on the cover, too. And then the back is just a picture of her album. Like, nobody allowed this. This dude put this CD out by himself. It's just him playing the guitar. Really good, like 2 Aretha Franklin songs. But I was thinking, man, that's a labor of love. If you're going to put out a CD...
And it's like professionally printed?
Yeah, it's nice.
It looks...
Fold out thing and
Wow.
everything. I mean, I got the music of Tibet, which I thought, well, that'll be something to listen to. God, that was really good. Like somebody like mixed it, so it's got like a little bit of a dance beat to it.
It's interesting how CDs just sort of they're like the Baltimore Colts in the middle of the night, just snuck out of our lives. Just like woke up one day and not a lot of fanfare, not a lot of articles. It just sort of, with a whimper, not a bang. Just
They just re-entered my life because of him. I bought a CD, little portable CD
little
player.
porch.
I got to see Batteries In yesterday, and last night I listened to Sade and Bob Dylan singing Mercy.
Oh wow!
The old Mercy CD.
Wait, together?
Well, it's 2 CDs. You had to take one out and put the other one in.
I see.
I hadn't figured out how to play them both at the same time.
I thought Sade and Bob Dylan were doing a duet of
Well,
Mercy.
yeah, that would be worth watching.
I would I'd have to hear that.
I would love to hear that.
Because I took all the CDs we could find from his house, and they'd been out in the shed, so a lot of them have like water and stuff on them. So I've been cleaning them all, cleaning the cases.
Yeah.
That's when I found those. I was sitting there, this is the dumbest thing. Collage Dropout. I was like, this is so stupid. Then I found 2 of them, and I'm sitting there laughing, like, why am I laughing at this stupid thing? I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like,
Did you listen to that?
no, because I'm trying. Right now, I'm just trying to get them all together.
organize.
And there's a bunch of your stuff down there, though.
Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of them,
Collage Dropout.
but a lot of them, I don't really want to.
Thanks for saying
I mean,
that
I do want to hear them, but like I don't know how private they are to you. I don't want to put it on if it's like you just in the basement,
Oh, I
practicing.
don't care.
Okay.
You'll just have empathy for my journey.
And there was a couple of Percy Boyd ones, and
Yeah.
Empathy, that's a nice word. That's when you feel sorry for somebody.
I hope not.
you
I mean, that could be a result of it. I feel like we've done a little. We've talked about empathy before, right? Yeah. It's a powerful word.
Have we?
Yeah. We've done a lot of these. I mean, I think we've come full circle a few times.
I'm on my 4th lap. I don't know about you guys.
I still want to know. Most of our viewers probably don't live here in Stanton, but he just told us that he was born in the library at the local college, which sort of blew mine and Nathan's mind.
Well, my mom was a freshman in high school, and we weren't supposed to have children back then, so she just went to the library and dropped it.
In the fiction section.
In the fantasy. I think she was in the fantasy. No, it was really, the library at Mary Baldwin College used to be the hospital.
How come I
That's
never
so
heard
surprising
that?
to me because King Daughters is such a memory of my childhood, and
Yeah.
it felt so old
Yeah.
in my youth when I went in there that I never would have guessed that it
When
moved.
I went in the first time, I said, wow, this is brand new.
So how did your mom get there? On a horse and buggy over to the library?
You know, an interesting part of our family history, though, that is seriously, her father, my grandfather, died the same week that I was born.
Oh, wow.
So I was born December the 26th, the day after Christmas, and I think he died 2 days before.
Wow.
And so she's in the hospital, a young mother, and her dad's on the next floor. So
Wow.
that's part of my history that I don't know anything about, but I'm sure that was a very interesting time.
You're the middle child, right?
Right.
Do you know how old she was when she had Vicky?
No, I would assume around 21, 20. Mm-hmm. She was young, but not overly young.
Right.
So I'm not sure.
He spread rumors about her saying she's a freshman in high school. Either that or she's an old freshman, 20-year-old. I don't want to be rude and look it up on my phone, but I've never heard. How come I've never heard anybody else say they were born there?
Because there's not that many people that remember being born there.
Were your parents born?
I don't remember being born there. I had to be told. I don't remember the day.
I was gonna go ask my mom. My mom was born in Chicago, so I don't. So that's. Gosh, that is so. I've never heard. I've never
Is
even seen.
it a completely
article or
different
anything.
building, the
No,
library?
it's the same building. It's the oldest building around. It was built in one of the original buildings in downtown Stanton.
I've never heard that.
Well, do the research.
I bet you if you go on one of those ghost tours in Stanton, they probably tell you that.
I'm sure a few people died there.
That explains some things.
Yeah.
John Dotson says, based on the title, this isn't the show I was expecting. No, we're drunk and full of love. We have to wear that. We have to put that hat on a little bit. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Well,
Ryan, you're our new sponsor.
Every now and again, I do still drink, and when I do, it's a little dangerous. And Friday I drank and ended up going live, and I usually don't leave if I do go live in that state, it never stays up. So, which also gives me free license to just go in there. But it was another night of we'd had company over here. I thought about incorporating this into tonight's Jabberjawn if we want to. That right there is a full-on karaoke setup.
Oh my gosh!
And we were down here singing some karaoke for the ages. I mean, it was the stuff of legend. But it was a farewell dinner to our preacher, our priest, our father, Jonathan. He and his husband fled the country because his husband, Luis, had his work visa revoked.
Oh my gosh.
And they were just living in fear. And I wasn't even allowed to talk about this, but they are now safely in Canada. And we had a beautiful farewell dinner with them on Friday night and wound up down here singing karaoke. And then I went live Friday night, drunk and full of love, and spent the first 10 minutes just crying like a baby, and then singing and some vitriol was expressed at the forces and energy that filled their lives with fear and stole them from our lives, because they were doing such amazing work, breathing new life and energy and love into the church, and we're bringing in new people and just such sweet souls that it's just the idea that people that have their place in the community that are contributing are still having to run for their lives to leave.
Horrible?
It's heartbreaking. But my heart is just full of love and gratitude for the time we did get to spend with them. At first, it was sort of a graceful entrance into our community, because he came to Stanton to lead the church, and this is the church where I was baptized. It was just by fate or whatever. When I was a kid, that was my childhood church. And our next door neighbor, Edwin, was very active over there. And when Jonathan came to town, Edwin was on his deathbed, and I was holding vigil over there and playing guitar and was there every day. I would take the night shift. It was one of the rare times that my schedule really served the community, and that made me feel good that I could be the night watchman and sit with them while the family got sleep and stuff. But Jonathan came to town right during that time, and immediately was a constant presence over at Edwin's house, and that was how I first got to meet him. So we started out in the trenches together. It was quite a way to be introduced to him, to see the grace he was bringing to that occasion. And so he was just, I had so much respect for him from day one. It was all really beautiful.
Well, sorry it happened, but I'm glad they got out safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that.
Touched some lives up there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got a new position in a place I'd never heard of called Regina. It's a big city with millions of people, I guess, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like this giant city in northern Canada. I forget which province, but then you look at the map and there's nothing for. But it's a huge city, so
Right.
they'll be able to find everything there. Yeah, I've been wanting to. I mean, there's also a fear of like nobody was really allowed to talk about it. You couldn't be on social media because you didn't want to put any targets on their backs. So I've been biting my tongue for a few weeks, wanting to share this story a little bit.
Man. Did you pack him a sandwich for him?
Yeah, sort of.
Wow. So that's exciting.
What songs did you sing? What were some of the highlights
I
of the karaoke night?
Shit.
I looked
You
over
know,
you.
yeah, I heard what you said. God
good?
I
damn.
looked over you looking at me like
I
he's
might
probably
have
lying.
had it with you, son. We're gonna go outside here in a minute.
I was like fake talking, like I was talking. Uncle Ray, he's giving me a side eye, like he's probably.
Well, I heard what you said.
and we're back.
You were demeaning me, and I don't appreciate it. I'm taking offense.
All right, you too. Break it up. Break it up.
I don't like to get along with him a lot of
I know.
times.
Kyle, do we need to change seats? Get in
He's
between
got
you
an
two.
attitude. I'll tell you, one of the problems is he's got the worst damn toilet paper I ever seen.
Worst toilet
It's the
paper?
cheapest stuff you can get. It's like a
Well,
reject toilet paper.
He's saying that. Plus, he couldn't find the towel that was in the bathroom.
Like,
so.
yeah, I use the towel wipe my butt because your toilet paper sucks.
I can't use this toilet paper. Where's the towel? Is that what you're yelling from the bathroom?
No, I found the towel. I use it. I'm not helpless.
That's the reason. That's the reason that he only has one sock on right now.
Yeah. Well,
So you skimp on the toilet paper?
just be careful how you lay your head on that pillow tonight.
Man, I saw the funny. I mean, this stuff that's not funny. It's not gonna be funny when I tell it, but man, I laughed so long. It was like, oh god, it was whatever. It was this thing about how to go to the bathroom out in the woods. And one was like, a guy leaning up against a tree and squat, and one was holding on to the tree. And then one, he was like up in the tree.
Up in the tree.
And then he had one called the double decker. Where it was a guy sitting on his shoulder. They were both going to the bathroom.
Oh, come on.
And I could not stop laughing.
Where was this?
It was just some stupid thing on YouTube or
Oh, like a
Facebook. It's like the double decker. The one guy's bent over, the other guy's just pooping on his back. Just-
That's disgusting.
That's terrible. That's not okay. So back to his bad toilet paper.
well, something
Yeah.
about talking about my cousin, who I'd never seen my cousin. I wouldn't know if he walked in here right now. But he invented this thing. He has I don't know what he does for a living. He designs stuff or something. I don't know what he does. But he designed this thing where it's a bathroom, like when you're out in the woods, and it's got like these rubber like things you put around a tree, and it's like a sack, and so you can sort of sit back in it and go to the bathroom in it. But then the way it's set up, you just pull it and it shoots it out. so you get rid of it. It's like a slingshot.
Oh man!
And he was selling it online.
Hey Ernie, get over here. Stand over there. Let me see if I can get your foot. Crazy out there in the woods sometimes.
Yeah, duck.
Yep.
I want to know more about your bad toilet paper though.
I've never heard anybody else complain about it.
Well, you can see through it. First of all, that tells you how thin it is.
This is a name brand toilet paper.
It is.
Yeah.
You get the good stuff.
No, he does not get the good
I'll
stuff. He
bring
gets
one-
the cheapest.
I'll bring one of them in.
I almost brought one down to you tonight. I left it on the table. The
Cottonelle, is that your jam?
Cottonelle and the extra soft.
Back when I
Hey, I
was
don't do extra
back when
salt.
I was more primitive, I preferred the Cottonelle myself. That was a good one. Now I
Well,
use a
I got
bidet
one- I
like
got
any
one word.
civilized individual.
Yeah, I got one word: hemorrhoids. If you got hemorrhoids, you know extra soft is the way to go. You don't go back there and wipe like you did when you were a kid.
Like when you're
You gotta dip and tuck and touch everything, but you can't do that with his because his just soaks through. You get your fingers in there. And it's terrible. You have to roll it over 18 times before you can get a sizable enough.
You
to-
need
That is
to
not
watch
right, Kyle.
another video I saw on YouTube one time was how people in prison use the bathroom. Like I guess you're only allowed a certain amount of toilet paper a week or something, and the way they fold it and get like every little bit of it used. I was like, man, that's rough right there.
That is rough right there.
Well, it's rough down there. But I know you just don't have a lot of money, and you got to buy those CDs. So I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Yeah, usually what I do, I go upstairs and get a CD, the little book from a CD to use to wipe my ass.
Yeah, you're probably paying more for your CDs than you are for your tissue paper, I guarantee.
I used to work this job in Richmond. There was a lady that ran a little gift shop in Petersburg, and we had to send her supplies, and she would always call me, real southern lady, Kyle, I need more toilet tissue. And I was like, who calls it toilet tissue? Just call it toilet paper like everybody else does. Why do you have to say tissue instead of tissue? Kyle, I need more toilet tissue.
There's so many levels.
We're out of that. We're out of that. But I'm gonna send you some toilet paper. Will that do? Yeah, that'll
With
do.
that stuff he's got, you can't even blow your nose, so it wouldn't even be it's not worth being a tissue.
It's good though if you go camping, you spread it like a mosquito net. You can still see through it, but it keeps all the mosquitoes out.
Yeah.
I know if I known your friends were leaving, I'd have got them a couple of CDs for the road.
Yeah, they could have used some road music probably.
Oh, so we missed Lex's question. What was the hit songs, or what was the big
Oh.
winners?
Yeah, give us some highlights from the karaoke.
You know, one thing I noticed, and I've also noticed this in church, that I don't know, like when you were at that ceremony the other day, were you trying to sing along to all the hymns?
No, not all of them. But not.
They're never in my key.
That's the thing.
And I feel the same way with karaoke. It's like 9 out of 10. I'm just like, it is not in my key. I can't wait till the technology gets caught up to where you can choose the key of your karaoke. That'll be great.
I don't believe you ever found my key.
You want to? Should I fire this thing up? You
Oh
want to
no,
try
I
one?
wouldn't. No, you can't let me.
This will be. I'll take the copyright strikes just to have you singing karaoke. I don't care what they do to me.
I don't think I've ever done it in my life.
You never done it.
Yeah, I
Taken
followed.
down once, it could happen again.
Oh, you should. Well, last week I ate that hot pepper because y'all wanted me to. So you should do karaoke.
I do what I want to do.
What are
I'm old enough
if
to
we
do
could
what I
talk
wanna
you
do.
into doing karaoke? What song would you do?
I'll go buy better toilet paper for you next if you go sing karaoke.
Oh, that's a deal. That's a deal. He'll get
Yeah.
you some Cottonelle.
The only song I've ever tried to sing in public was at Conway Twitty.
Which song was that?
Oh, his most famous song, slow song. Oh, Conway Twitty's, I can't think of it right now. But you know, when it's on and I'm in the kitchen and it comes on, I sing the whole thing. And it sounds good to me.
That's all that
I
matters.
wouldn't sing it around. And the mice leave. I don't see mice for 6 months after that.
You could have had a pest
It's
control
only
business.
make believe.
You'd be like,
So just imagine tonight when you're going to bed of me singing "It's Only Make Believe" to you. And hopefully it will be only make
is that
believe.
the? Was that his version of that a classic song that he didn't write? It's
I don't know if he wrote that or not, but it was his original song.
wow.
One of my great memories is I was in John Ho's hammock over there within sight of the Statler Brothers on the 4th of July, and I heard him at 9:30 at night. I'm laying in the hammock, had a drink or two, and I'm sitting back listening, and I hear him singing "It's Only Make Believe."
Oh, man.
And it was so magical. It was like he was in the woods with me.
Wow.
The hammock was down in the woods, and there was just woods and a road and a field, and he was over there singing it in the park.
Oh.
And I love that song anyway,
That's great.
but that has a special meaning to me. But that would be the one I'd try to sing if I was drunk enough, and now I don't drink, so that's not going to happen.
Now, did you four have like a musical background sort of the same, or was this random songs, or did all four of you know like the same songs?
No, it was, and there was their friends Lamont and John had come up from North Carolina too. So there was, and Cristiano was here. So we were like eight strong, and you basically just went up and typed whatever you wanted into YouTube, karaoke YouTube. So we all took turns. And we
you were
all
singing
were out
together?
here. No, not.
God, y'all are brave.
There weren't any. I mean, there were some duets. Kether and I did Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, the Home song. Home, and can we go home? Home is whenever I'm with you. And that was, we crushed that. I mean, that was next level.
Did
The one
you do
song that-
video with this?
Not really. There might be a couple of phone videos. But there was
Well,
a lot of songs I'd never heard
I want
of
video
before.
from Friday night, from your
Oh,
performance.
get
Tell
Kether
Kether
on
or
that.
somebody, or tell that guy
Kyle
there,
could do it.
the guy that doesn't know how to buy toilet paper.
Somebody fell in there. Your ass stinks. I'm sorry. I wiped as good as I could. Sit down. I can smell your butt.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible.
The one song I found that I started off with that was in a good key for me was I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a fun karaoke song.
That's a beautiful song too.
You know what's so fun about karaoke, and I did it right, because you have the computer over there for the person singing, but also in front is this TV screen. And that's one of the most fun things about karaoke, and you need that. And the TV in front is for all of us out here in the audience to see the lyrics to the song, so we could sing along, but also just appreciate, because there's something, every time I've done karaoke, it's sort of profound. Like, it's not just like the people getting over their fear of performing or anything like that. It's like their love of that song,
Right.
and the song that they choose, and the lyrics, and how everybody out here is seeing every word, and how it's like the bouncing ball you follow. And it's a wonderful celebration of songs and what they mean to us. That's the part of karaoke that I think is so cool. And
Yeah,
I gotta say, like, we've done karaoke with Lorne, who's another. Jonathan is from England originally, and our friend Lorne is also British, and like they very similar, completely different song selections, but at the same time, I'm like, I've never heard this song
Right.
before. But they both reminded me of each other in that sense. It's like, oh, here comes the Englishman with their, but just such, same with Lauren's picks, just like, oh, what song is this? And they're just singing it with all their, and a lot of times they're going back to their childhood for, I don't know, it's just such a fun thing to share with each other. And my special tribute to them was David Bowie's Space Oddity.
Wow.
Ground control to Major Tom as they're getting ready to launch for their journey. I don't know. Karaoke is a well-timed karaoke session is a very healthy thing. That's why I haven't been able to take this down yet. I'm just like, I don't know. It's such a little powerful spaceship. We could all, if you don't want to do it live on the air, if you want to sing one on your way out the door, find that song, that Conway Twitty song for Dad. Let him take a stab at it.
Sing Hail to the Commanders.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm excited for the football game tonight. We got my Washington football team, the Commanders, in the prime time slot. We've already got our snacks and goodies ready to.
Man, y'all ready to go?
Yeah, we're ready to roll.
What kind of snacks y'all got?
Yeah, we got like potato skins, pizza.
Y'all got good toilet paper here? I might say.
Well, I got a bidet. I mean, I don't know. You guys are talking about like using whale oil for your lights, as far as I'm concerned.
How did he know we bought a big old tanker of whale oil the other day?
I'm gonna try to tune into the game on my radio so I can get it.
That's a fascinating part of history.
What is?
The whaling. Back when whale blubber was a source of our fuel and lights, and how there were entire towns built around the industry, and people are going out there and catching whales in primitive boats
And lighting their houses with
and lighting
with
their
the
houses with it. This is the original oil industry
oil. Yeah,
was whales.
isn't that amazing?
It is fascinating.
Have any of y'all read Moby Dick?
I read it.
I feel like I did in
No,
school.
I have. No, I know what it's about, and I have copies of it, but I haven't read it. But I keep seeing it's like one of the greatest books ever written.
Yeah, it was.
So you were touched by it, impressed by
I
it?
voted for it. They had a list. And I've only read 20 books, but had the top 50, so I put all 20 I've read. And like you, I had to read it in high school. It was a terrible book. I thought it was about fish, and turns out the whale's not even a fish. Good Lord.
I know. Yeah.
Because it's a mammal or because it's a metaphor?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
It's a metaphorical mammal.
Have you read it, Lex?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Did you like it?
But for those that haven't, we just spoiled the whole thing. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah. I don't think any of the movies. I think there's been a couple of movies that tried to mess with it, and they never really captured it. I don't think.
What's a lot of inner stuff in it.
A lot of allegory.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a movie. Christopher Nolan is doing The Odyssey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty ambitious undertaking.
yeah.
That's a lot of stories, really.
Right.
I bet they just do the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And today's highlights.
Yeah, so the Odyssey was what? That's not Odysseus, is it? Was he the hero of the Odyssey? The Iliad? I'm getting them all confused.
I think they're all the same.
They're all the same?
The Odyssey and the Iliad, but I'm wrong. But I think they're all the same in my head. In my head, there's a little box with those things, just like you.
Is Beowulf in there too?
No, he's older. He's in an older box. It's
No.
like your music. I've got, you got 70s music and 60s music, and I've started playing the old CDs that he's fixed up. And I'm hearing some of my stuff from the early days. it's really fun. I had pretty good taste back in the day.
Yeah, you did. Is Clash of the Titans in that vein, like the Medusa story? And
Is that in the Odyssey?
mm-hmm.
I thought it was. Yeah, I think it. There's a lot going on in that.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
Yeah, I'm getting so many things confused. I remember when I wrote my song "Wrong About the Blues," I was so proud of this one line that was, "The whip of youth and myth said get crackin'," because to me, I was thinking of the Kraken from, and I thought I was referencing Greek mythology in such a cool way. I was like, oh, this is like the whip of youth and myth said get cracking. Like I had to go out and defeat the beast or whatever. And it wasn't until I recorded the song, released it, and it had a whole, and later learned out that that was actually just for the movie Clash of the Titans. It wasn't an old, because Clash of Titans has all like Medusa and all these old Greek myths.
Right.
So I thought I was really going way back and
There is a
spanning.
Kraken.
No, I think it was.
It wasn't. It was, but it's not from that time. It's some other culture. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not just the movie Clash of the Titans.
It was like a sea monster kind of thing.
Like a sea
Right,
monster.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I've heard it, but I can't.
So
get
that
it.
is an old,
Yeah,
from an
there is
old
some-
allegory
yeah.
or whatever.
It is an old, but I don't think it's from that one. But
All right. Well,
It's
now
from-
so you were on
I'm
the,
back.
Yeah, you're okay.
It's from it's from Moby Dick. That's what he was hunting, the Kraken.
Now, when you wrote the lyrics, how did you spell Kraken?
Well, that's one of those ones. I was talking about this on my show recently. How like it's so hard a lot of times when you go to write out the lyrics for a song, because a lot of times I'll pick a word that I like how it means multiple things, and having to commit to a spelling feels.
Yeah.
There was even times back in the amusement days when you had to include the lyrics with the CD or whatever the release was, that I would be like, oh my God, how do I choose which version of this word I want? Because I mean it fully every way you could possibly spell
Exactly.
it.
And what if you're writing a poem and a song like you're saying, I want the person who's hearing it to make up their own definition to fit what they think it is.
Right.
So if you spell it out, or if I write out the poem or I try to read it, then I'm putting my inflection in there. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I want you to develop your own
So
interpretation.
you've actually run across that with poems as well?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was thinking it was more unique to
it
songs
can,
because
but it's like you say,
an oral
the
tradition.
word, you're playing on the word.
Mm-hmm.
Because the words have different meanings, so you're playing on that. But I don't want to commit it. I have the problem with the pronouns, the possessive pronoun, his and her.
Mm-hmm.
I want the poem to be read by a man or a woman, but I don't want to reference the partner with a his or a her.
Right.
And our language doesn't allow for that way.
Right.
So you end up saying y'all.
Right.
But yeah, I run into that with the spoken word and writing it down. Then I'm telling you how to feel about that.
Right.
When the whole fun I had with making up the poem was she can go that way or that way,
Right.
and he could go that way or he can go that way.
Right.
But everybody can go a different way. But when I write it down, it takes that away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Go your own way.
But I guess if I had to choose, if I was printing out the lyrics and they wanted it, what I did a couple of times back in the day, it's not as important these days with streaming stuff, but I would put the other spelling in parentheses,
Right.
just so I just couldn't just choose
Yeah, that's
one.
hard to do with a
But I think
poem.
if I had to choose one for that line, I would spell it capital Kracken, because the whip of youth and myth said get crackin'. The cracking of a whip is sort of something they could still have fun with in their brain, and they would be able to get the crack, the C-R-A-C-K, they would be able to get that from the other spelling, but not the other way around.
Right.
There you go.
Not many people would ever think of the Kraken monster if I wasn't explicit.
True.
John Dodson says every poet has experienced this. You can only choose one word, and that's the beauty.
Yeah, I mean, with songs, it's an interesting thing because
True, John.
it's an oral tradition, so it's not necessarily a written. It doesn't have to be written ever. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
So,
but
John, my
poets,
poems are not to be read; they're to be recited.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't do that.
I like that. I like that you struggle with that too.
But I don't like to recite my own poems for the same reason, because then I put inflections where you might not.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm trying to do is give you the freedom to go where you want to with it.
Right.
I don't need to direct you to a way. I got what I was thinking, but I might have been thinking of 3 different things myself. So go where you want to. Dream what you want.
I was just thinking, we all were talking about that. I was thinking that'd be a cool cover album. You have to do songs you've never heard. You would just have the lyrics. So you'd be covering Tom Waits or whoever it would be, but you don't know what his original music would be like.
That would be fun to hear.
I think it'd be horrible if I tried to do that.
I wonder if anybody would get it close to what.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Just from the lyrics and the way they would get the rhythm and the beat.
I mean, if you think of like "Row, row, row your boat," I bet you'd probably come pretty close.
Yeah.
Because some lyrics have the melody sort of
Right.
infused into them. How are you going to sing "Row, row, row your boat" that different?
Right. Oh, isn't there
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All children's songs are great examples of how the melody might be in the words themselves.
But isn't there a different singing of the ABCs now? I saw that somewhere.
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah. I guess they've updated it. I don't know.
Same thing as Twinkle Little
Yeah, have we talked about that?
What?
If you sing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" and the ABCs back to back, you realize they're the same melody.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
So which one
You're
came?
right.
Which one came first?
Isn't that interesting?
Nobody
knows.
I wonder who made up the ABC song.
I mean, I'm sure like the way music used to be, it was probably they all borrowed from some melody that preceded them.
You know, this show would do a whole lot better if we actually knew all the answers to all these things. I mean, it would be fascinating.
If we just knew the answer to one of our questions, it would be great.
Where did the ABC song originate?
Yeah.
But can you imagine? Imagine when you first started, they're like, "All right, we're going to teach you the alphabet: A, B, C." Like there's like. Can we somehow make it a little bit easier to remember? No, that's.
So where'd you hear that they've come up with new music for it?
I saw a video. Some parent was complaining because their kid came home doing the ABCs, but to a different tune. And they asked them, "Where'd you hear that?" They said that they, that's where they were taught in school now.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was in the 5th grade before I realized it wasn't LM many people. I did that for years.
That is a whole moment there.
Yeah. I didn't know they were talking about letters.
LMNOP. It's like, whoa, what just happened?
I kept putting the people in there. Oh,
What are you looking up? Is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or the new ABC song?
I'm just kind of looking up the origin of the ABC.
Either ABC, 1, 2.
I wonder if your childhood songs are the same as our childhood songs.
probably. Yeah.
And I wonder if those are still carried on to the next
I
generation.
think a lot of them are. They're just little basic starter stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's the first song you think of when you think of songs the first songs you ever learned as a little child?
Mary Had a Little Lamb, is that a song or a poem?
That's Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Fleece was white as snow.
But just think, like when we were
You
growing
knew that one, right?
Yeah, but like when we were growing up, my parents would just like y'all. My parents would sing me these songs. But now I think don't kids just watch like the?
Yeah, I'm wondering, does Elliot know Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Well, I
don't know.
I remember a couple of years ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I asked her what songs did she teach her little son, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know all those old songs. She would sing him the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song." Because I guess you just sing the songs you know.
All right.
So he's gonna grow up. The baby songs he heard was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, now, I was going to say, this goes right along with what you're saying. Well, I think one thing about what we're talking about is when you were young, like everybody watched the same TV shows. So everybody grew up with Captain Kangaroo.
Right.
Or later on, everybody grew up with Mr. Rogers. So there was that when you would learn a song, you'd go to school, the other kids had watched it, so they knew the songs. But now everybody's into their own little space. So
That's true.
you probably don't get that tradition that we got when we were younger, because we were all singing. There were a limited number of songs out there. The British hadn't even invaded.
Right.
You had Conway Twitty and Fred Rogers. So,
I remember my nieces, when she was like 4 or 5, she would always walk around, "Oh, when the Saints come marching in." There you go. "Oh, when the Saints come," she would get all into it, like, who taught you that song,
Where do you know?
I don't know. We would just bust out laughing, and my brother's like, "I don't know where she got it from."
she likes New Orleans.
Oh, it seems like those songs, Mary Had a Little Lamb, they weren't even regional. It's like, no matter, like say from the 70-year time period we're in, like everybody, whether you were in California or, Florida, everybody knew all those songs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Universals.
Everybody now's in a different technological set. But you were talking, when you were saying about the kids, I'm thinking at that school they probably sing those songs together as a group. So not everybody goes to a school that behaves that way. So
Right.
it just depends on how you're brought up.
Well, that reminds me of another CD I got for $1. Yiddish lullabies.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't listened to that.
I bet that's a good one. You have to teach us some of those. All right.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, a lot of what I was looking up, a lot of these old songs are from old melodies from like the 1700s and stuff, but like from Europe. Whether they're French in origin, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and Baba Black Sheep. That's all based on this old French melody that was first kind of noticed in the 1700s. And then ABC came together in America in like the 18 something.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then just became the standard American traditional way. But it was all based on this old French one. But a lot of those melodies that are our old nursery rhyme songs or whatever are based on a lot of old European things.
That makes sense.
And you could probably even hear, you run across a lot of those themes in like old Americana music and stuff. A lot of similar type of melody structures and things like that probably ended up being part of coming together with some of the American nursery rhymes, which I wonder what those are.
That's one thing that's so interesting about like the modern day concern about copyright and stuff like that. Like that's, a lot of people don't really appreciate how new of an idea and a little capitalistic or whatever, the notion that you own this melody or something like that, because the history of music for thousands of years was such an organic permutations. You would be exposed to these melodies and you'd take them and make it your own. Like there was a lot of repurposing and the history of American folk music like is is so riddled with that. Like, just like, who wrote House of the Rising Sun? You take any of these songs, you start going down a rabbit hole of like, well, it first appeared in Belgium in 17 with these words, and then it was adopted by, and it was such a beautiful sharing and evolution and mutation as it was exposed to other people. Nowadays, none of that stuff. It's all cut at the nothing. That's never going to happen again because
That's terrible.
we're so
Because somebody's making money off of it.
yeah we're so, oh, you stole that. It's like, relax. I stole music and I made music out of, like the whole way of thinking. People get real sort of righteous about it, but they don't exactly understand that it's not the only way of looking at it. It's why Woody Guthrie, his famous copyright notice was, this song is copyright protected and anyone caught singing it, yodeling it, performing it in any way is a pretty good friend of ours, because we wrote it and that's all we wanted to do. Like, it was a famous Woody Guthrie copyright notice.
That's the way it ought to be. Yeah.
And he was prescient. He was ahead of his time. He saw where things were going. He was against it.
I was going to ask you a question. There used to be a year. How many years before the song, all that music of that year became public domain?
Public domain.
What's the year? Is that still around? And what year is? In other words, it seems like every year there ought to be a whole bunch of new songs that we can sing on the air.
That does happen.
What's the year?
Well, it's we'll have to ask, but there's a certain amount of years before it becomes public domain.
Right.
Although people have gotten way savvier now of renewing, so
That's
family
what I was
members
wondering,
and stuff.
Are they taking
Like,
the I mean,
if they transfer the ownership, it like gets reset or something. So people are
that's what I was
more
wondering.
savvy with like.
So they're not doing
but they're still, because you know how many years it is. You find
We
out?
only bring the facts here at Jabber Jawn. So
Let's go.
You come to us.
Dropping the
Yeah,
knowledge.
like you post some questions up in the chat too if you want. We'll figure this out. But so any works published before 1929 are already in the public domain. Works published between 29 and 77 are protected for 95 years from publication.
95 years.
Works created after 1977 are protected for the life of the author plus 70 years.
Wow.
Interesting.
Right. Now, isn't it a big deal, sort of, because a lot of those Disney songs are going to start coming to public domain? They're sort of worried what people are going to do with them.
Worried. Can't do that to a Disney song. That's not right. It's like how the horror movie based on Winnie the Pooh just came out. Like,
Oh, my God.
the day the copyright was, once it became public domain story. Because I think that there's a similar set of rules for writing too. For
So
poems
nowadays, or after 77, it's till you die and then plus 70 years?
Yeah.
But then, like, can your grandkids buy that? And like he said, I think there is a way you can extend the ownership somehow.
yeah, I think there is too.
Like, didn't Michael Jackson buy all the Beatles works or something so he could own that for another extended period of time or something?
That's crazy.
It is. It's a trip.
So this is interesting. Like, so that melody for the alphabet song, right, is from like the 1761. It's public domain everywhere. The alphabet lyrics were published in America in 1835, also public domain. But a specific recording, like the Sesame Street record that came out in the 1970s, would still be under copyright.
Wow.
And it's fascinating that Sesame Street probably made a record full of songs of public domain and made bank.
Right. All the recordings. I mean, you could steel man any argument in that regard. Like, I completely understand like how and why it happened and why people would be convicted about it, because you see someone write something and then someone take it and profit off of it, and the person that created it in the first place doesn't get anything.
Right.
Like, that story's heartbreaking. There's
Right.
got to be a way to protect from that. It's just it's like many things these days. It's a very complicated subject, and there's a lot of perspectives that are healthy to understand about the ramifications of it all. Hey, buddy, you're doing a really good job defending the house.
Man, I wouldn't even
Boy.
get close to that.
I feel
Now,
so safe.
How about Schoolhouse Rock? Did you know those songs? Does anybody have any idea? Was that one group that did those, or those
Those are great.
studios? Were they all?
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
No, I can't remember. Was it all the same voice, or was it different people?
Nah,
singing?
different. Dad might not know those. Schoolhouse Rock.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You're
5,
just
6,
a
7,
bill.
8, 9, 10,
do it.
11, 12.
What was it? You're just a bill on Capitol Hill. What was
Yep.
that?
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
No,
I see the little sad bills
Yeah,
sitting on the
this
steps.
was like during the cartoons. They would show these,
Right.
Other cartoons.
yeah, singing. But these songs that had a beat that kids could
Oh, they
remember.
were
and-
funky. It was like, it sounded like the 70s disco or funk
Yeah.
or whatever kind of soul that was
Yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoons. Man. Were you all about that?
Yeah, I do feel sorry for kids not having that.
Mm-hmm.
But that was something to get up. That was the only time you could see the stupid cartoons. Like you couldn't just come from school and put on the cartoons. You had to get up and watch it.
I mean, there are still networks that show certain shows at certain times.
Right.
You know, that you could tune into, but I feel like TV's getting out of houses like
Right.
more and more. So they're not watching it like that. They're just right here with it whenever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as a kid, that was like the only time the TV was made for you. Like you could come home and watch all the
Right.
adult shows with your parents after school.
We
but-
owned the house for those
Saturday,
few
y'all go
hours.
do what you gotta do. We're watching cartoons.
Yeah, pick me up some bologna.
Quiet, Dad, quiet. The cartoons are on.
Out of my chair.
Cut off that lawnmower.
That's enough.
You cut the grass later. The TV's on.
King for day. Oh, man.
Or at least till about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
That's when you knew that your friends would be available too.
Yeah. But I remember too waking
Then
up
Dad's
like
Kung Fu would come on. Or,
I remember like my brother would like I'd go wake him up. Man, you're missing the cartoons. You come staggering down the steps. Oh, you know.
Well,
What did I miss?
let's talk meat here. What's your favorite cartoons? Which ones did you like the best?
God. Well, he just said one that reminded me of Hong Kong Phooey. You remember
Hong
that?
Kong Phooey. Oh, my goodness.
I like Scooby Doo. I was a big Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo is so good.
Tom
I mean-
and Jerry was my.
Oh, Tom and Jerry.
But was that a Saturday morning cartoon?
It
though?
was a before school thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a slot on Saturday
No.
mornings, but they were every morning.
That early morning.
With the bowl of cereal before the bus.
I turned Elliot on to some Tom and Jerry, and for first few, he's since moved on, but there for a while, like the first thing he would ask when he got here for the nights we babysat was like, "Can we watch Tom and Jerry?" I was like, "Yes, we can."
That's funny.
And every now and again, I was like, "Oh, is this not okay anymore?" I don't know. Like a lot of violence in those.
How about Hanna-Barbera?
Oh yeah.
Well, that was
All big
so many. The
Well, I'm saying,
Flintstones, the Jetsons,
Yeah. Huckleberry Hound.
Huckleberry
yeah.
Hound. Yeah,
Huckleberry.
Come on, some-
And of
I
course
was a big Justice League fan.
Oh yeah.
The super that was
Fun. Wonder Twins.
the
You
Wonder
never see
Twins
the Wonder
activate.
Twins.
They were like an addition to the scene at some season, right? Like
I guess so.
they were introduced later on.
These
So
live action movies should give them
where
a
have they
shot.
been? What happened to the Wonder Twins?
There
Wonder
wasn't.
Twin. That was like, you remember the Wonder Twins? Wonder Twins power activated, and they would like click rings or something, and then they would be like form of, and they could just become anything.
Well, it was like one was like any kind of like natural elemental thing, I
Right.
think.
Oh, they had.
And the other one could be any kind of animal
Oh wow!
or bird.
I forgot the rules.
Yeah, I think that so like I remember there was
So one would be like form of a elephant, one would be form of a vacuum cleaner, and then the elephant would take the vacuum cleaner and smash the enemy.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Was that show The Land That Time Forgot? Or
Oh, remember
was that Saturday?
Yeah, I believe it was.
What was it? What was it called? The Land
Well-
That Time.
Before time?
Some.
No, that's
The Land That Time.
dinosaur thing.
What was that thing called?
But it was a dinosaur thing,
Land
right?
of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
Yeah.
With the slegs or whatever. What were
Yeah.
they called?
They were so cute.
Krakens.
The Krakens.
They had the crazy eyes, right? Like the big eyes or something. They were creepy.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the same thing.
I just can't remember if that was a Saturday. I can't remember if that was Saturday mornings or not.
And was that like reruns from their generation, or was that new for us?
I think it was new. I don't remember it.
Was it Land Before Time?
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost.
Land
I
of the
think that
Lost,
is,
right.
Land
yeah.
Before Time was the dinosaur cartoon movie with Littlefoot. That was a big hit with Grayson. He liked that.
Now, when you were younger and to go to the movies, you'd see cartoons before the movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Was that like Bugs Bunny stuff or what was it?
Bugs Bunny was very popular. Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry was one of those. Let's see. The Roadrunner.
Oh, Wile E. Coyote.
How do we not say any Bugs Bunny or anything?
Yeah.
I tell you one thing, of like Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, stuff like that. The music production for those was
Crazy.
unbelievable.
Really?
Full orchestras, all like completely responding to what like they would have to project it, and the orchestra would play along to it, and they're like. Right.
I mean,
It was. I to this day I just listen to it. I'm just like, wow, like the amount of human effort that went into the production, the creation of these things is just so amazing.
Of course, then you had the ones that were so good they were on prime time, like the Flintstones.
That was like
Friday
sitcom.
night or something like that. They were like a sitcom, yeah. That was great.
Full on plots. It was very, very inspired by what the adults were watching with their sitcoms and like the Honeymooners and stuff like that. It came from that rich tradition. But
What was Barney Rubble's wife's name?
Betty,
Betty. Yeah.
Wilma, Betty,
Wilma and Betty.
and their kids were Pebbles and Bam Bam. Bam Bam had superhuman strength for some
Dino.
weird reason. Dino was the dog.
and then the Rubbles had a cat, a saber-toothed cat.
Oh, right,
I
right.
don't remember that one's name.
Oh, that's great.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock. They're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street. Oh, what is it?
Through
Through
something to meet
the
with the
Flintstones. Have a yabba dabba doo time, a dabba doo time. You'll have a gay old time.
And for the third week, we get nailed for
Oh, there we go. Copyright strikes.
copyright. You got us again, brother.
It was worth it.
Flintstones, I still reference it often in my brain. They pop up all the time.
With advice or what?
No, just like something will make me remember something from the Flintstones.
Really?
It's just so in there.
Yeah. I'm like that with the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh yeah?
No, I just made that up.
Me and Stephanie were doing something, and something that came up about the Honeymooners. She did. I said something like, "Oh, Alice," or something like.
To the
and,
moon.
And we went to bed watching like the Honey
Oh, that was
Knitters
a classic.
on YouTube. And we're both just laying in bed. It's the same thing. It's just stupid. It's not even really funny, but you're just laughing. Like you don't even know why you're laughing. It's like it's just so overacted. It's so stupid. It's
What
just
was his
hilarious.
name?
Art Carney was so good.
All right.
Yeah.
His timing was impeccable.
He was the sidekick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name on the show?
It's like a Ralph and
Ralph and
Alice.
Ralph
and,
was Jackie Gleason.
what was his
Jackie
name?
Gleason. Did Jackie Gleason start on the radio?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, Jackie Gleason has a bunch of albums out.
Oh, really?
I don't
Yeah.
think he sang. He was he a guy? That's something else I bought it for $1.
did you buy all of them at the thing?
One of them was a double Jackie Gleason album.
You know what's so funny is Gomer Pyle's records. You ever? What was his real name?
Jim Neighbors.
Jim Neighbors.
Yeah.
But he was like Gomer Pyle, this goofball, and then he would come out with these records where he sang like
was
this
an opera singer.
rich
Oh, yeah,
opera baritone. You're like,
he had
what?
an amazing voice.
I sort of can't believe like how much, because I feel like I lived a very full life and I did all kinds of things, and I grew up in the woods and riding my bike and the whole like thing people joke about, like get home before the lights are on and like that whole thing. And at the same time, I watched so much TV. Like I've seen all of your shows. Like I've seen every Leave It to Beaver, every I Love Lucy, every Andy Griffiths. You know, like I just I just don't understand how I had so much time to do everything, and I just can't even imagine.
Remember, summers lasted forever back then.
There's some weird slowing of time that just enabled all things to happen.
Yeah.
So strange.
God, you're driving me. Nobody watching the show knows what Art Carney's name was. God, what is his name?
Oh, Art Carney. I gotta quit trying to think of it.
I know that's what I keep thinking of. I don't.
Well, it was Ralph Cramden, right?
Yeah.
Was the guy. Ralph and
I just watched
that drives me crazy. I know that.
A name I don't recognize just entered our chat on YouTube asking, "How drunk are you?"
Not very much, but we're
Gerald.
full of love.
Pretty drunk. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, he's referencing the title.
Yeah, this is some strong stuff right
Somebody
here.
please tell us what Ralph's friend's name was.
The character is what you're wondering, right?
Yeah.
Why do I know Art Carney? Is that from a song
Ralph
lyric?
Cramden, Art. What?
Why is he famous beyond the Honeymooners?
I don't know. He was an actor during that time, but that was his most famous role. I don't remember another role. Mm-hmm. But he had great time.
Is there a lyric from a song, Art Carney, in like a Simon and Garfunkel or something? I don't. There's.
Y'all want some hints?
Yeah.
All right, so remember, he's Ralph's best friend and upstairs neighbor who works in the sewer system.
Yeah.
Goofy and easygoing, he often gets roped into Ralph's schemes.
Worked in the sewer system, huh?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if I
too.
would have remembered that.
What was the guy that was like on the Dean Martin show that played a drunk?
Dean Martin?
No, the white-haired, the white-haired guy.
Oh, I can't think of his name. I know who you're talking about. He was always that guy.
Talking.
Yeah.
Another hint?
Yeah.
The character's last name begins with the letter N.
Newman? No, that's another show.
Just tell us. We're not
All
gonna.
right. Last name Norton.
Norton.
Ed.
Ed
Norton.
Norton. Yeah.
God, I was going to say that, but that's a famous modern day actor, right?
That's what I was
Isn't he
thinking.
one of my favorite actors, Edward Norton?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Norton.
I think he just called him Norton.
Norton. But that's the way the classic archetypal drunk from back in the day is not something you could do today. Nobody. It's interesting that like every show had one to a certain extent. But it was an archetypal character. From the Andy Griffith had the one that would just lock himself in jail or whatever. And
Otis.
Well, I read something. Everybody on Andy Griffith was single. They were all the main character except for Otis, and he was the only one who was married. He'd get drunk, lock himself in jail, so he wouldn't have to stay with his wife. Like being married back then was so bad. The only way to survive was to get drunk and go spend the night in jail. Do you remember the one? You remember the one where Otis's brother comes and his brother tells him he's real successful? So Otis tries to get on, like act like he's sober and stuff. And then his brother's a drunk too, so they both end up down at the jail. I think that one always touched me, that they were trying to say who they weren't.
was there an episode where he got clean and then became really proficient at everything? Or is that a false memory?
That might be the one where his brother came, because he straightens up and he's on the tight path for a while, and then his brother feels guilty, like, man, you are successful and I'm not, but his brother has convinced him that he is. And same old story from Beowulf, you know how it goes. Now, have any of y'all read Beowulf? Nobody reads Beowulf for real, do they?
Well, I read it in high school.
You read it? You seriously read it?
I read some of it.
My kids read it.
I mean, it was a
They
sign.
did?
Yeah, I read it in high school.
You read the whole thing of Beowulf? Or the teacher said read like this
I don't.
page?
I guess I don't remember it being that long.
Oh, how isn't it?
I don't know if it's that.
I'm not sure Beowulf's that long.
I think you can read it in one semester.
Now the Iliad. I still feel like I'm confusing the Iliad and the Odyssey.
I don't know the difference either. I will not embarrass myself further.
ChatGPT is going to get blown up after this episode.
That's something we were talking about. I was going to come way over. I think what we need to do is start a Facebook page for Jabber Jawn, so we can carry on some of these discussions and people can tell us.
Actually answer some of these questions.
Yeah, or get
answers from people.
And because I do miss seeing what everybody's saying, and I don't, you can't do the show and do that too, but it'd be fun to have that place. A lot of what we're doing these days with our world is we're trying to find a safe place. I was thinking about the show tonight, what we offer is with what's been happening in the real world. We all know, we read this, the same stuff over and see the same videos, and we know what's going on in the country right now. But what we're trying to do is give you an alternative to that, because you see the same old stuff all the time there, and we do the same old stuff too, but it's a different vibe. So sometimes you just need a safe place. And I think that was one thing.
Catch your breath, take a load off.
Yeah, just relax and realize. But it's also true that part of the issue, the real issue that we're dealing with, one of the things that we don't talk about is what's wrong with our culture that has created this situation where they'll go out and do things that are going to ruin lives, including their own, and they still do it. These are people that have stopped caring about this world, and we need to save that, find out what's going on. But I believe in my heart that a lot of it has to do with us being afraid and not feeling safe in places where we used to feel safe. And a lot of the reason people get into cults and things is because they're surrounding themselves with people that agree with them and they feel safe with. And so here we are. You can feel safe with us, because I used to be dangerous, but I'm not armed anymore. I don't think you've ever been dangerous. And you walk around with all those warning signs, they make you hold up. So you're okay. We haven't got all the files in on Lex, so we're still checking his profile.
We can't.
Facebook page could be fun though.
I
I
think
wonder
so.
maybe we could I could come over and use your Facebook account to start it, just because mine has some limitations on it that got imposed by Facebook back in the COVID days when I was streaming protests and stuff. I got it. I could still create stuff, but they won't let me boost posts or just to have that potential in the future if we ever wanted
You
to.
keep breaking those copyright laws.
Yeah,
All that other stuff. You know.
those stupid copyright laws.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun. I mean, it's, the algorithms on Facebook are getting worse every year and working against us.
It's horrible. Yeah, it's
I'm
losing
a
its
little afraid that
it's losing its vitality for sure. Its best days are over.
Mm-hmm.
It's been taken over by the same people that are going to charge you for singing an old Dylan song.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get them in a room and tell them what I really think of them.
I'd like to get them on Facebook and tell them what I really think.
That's what I'll do instead, yeah.
And I just looked at the time. We did it again. We're getting good at this. Last couple weeks in a row, the first time I look at the clock and we've run a little bit over.
Wow.
It used to be at 10 to 8, I'd start looking at the clock and be like, oh, how are we going to get to the end of this?
It's 7:15. How are we going to make it through this one? I
We're
don't know what
catching
we're
our
gonna do.
stride.
7:03. What?
7:03. Tomorrow night, Court Square Theater, the Bob Dylan Tribute Show is sold out. So lucky y'all that have your tickets. Looking forward to it.
Yep, looking forward to it. You come and stand outside, you might go to here.
Nice. I'll see you then.
Okay.
I'm like a cartoon. I'm drawn to where I go. These clouds I'm below look like a painting. Sometimes I wonder in slow-mo, like a child being flattened by a fat man fainting. May sound silly, but it's true. Actually, most things do. Lord, I prayed to you. Now here I am, like a cartoon, for better or worse, for butter and bread, I'm asking. It's written in the bubble floating above my head. Sometimes it's only ampersands and exclamations. May sound silly, but it's true. Actually, most things do. Lord, I prayed to you. Now here I am, like a cartoon. Yeah, I'm like a cartoon, dodging falling safes. I heal right away, that's why they thank me. It's all just howling at the moon at the end of the day, surrounded by things that say Acme. May sound silly, but it's true. Actually, most things do. Lord, I prayed to you. Now here I am, like a cartoon.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next
I
time.
love it. That was great.
That was fun.
Now that if the camera's off, I'm going to do It's Only Make Believe.
Oh, here we go. I'll fire it up. Yeah. It's sing me a bar of it.
I don't know it.
You don't remember it?
That's why we have to.
It's
have
not like
camera.
it's a Barnum and Bailey's. It's not that one. It wouldn't be make believe if you believe.
It's only make believe.
It's only.
The slow one. Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You know,
Beautiful song.
when you were doing that song, I started thinking, what would you do tomorrow if you were up there playing? You're playing some music, and all of a sudden you start hearing from the crowd. You'd
Be like,
oh shit.
Kyle.
Kyle, get